Testing, testing, testing. Hey, you will make it TV subscribers, supporters, and listeners across the globe. Thank you for tuning in to another live segment here with the You Will Make It TV YouTube channel, where we share inspirational quotes, divine messages, and insightful topics weekly. If you're new here, remember to subscribe. This way, not only are you showing your support, you will also be notified every time we post new content surrounding our raffles or drives or just other things we could have going on here as You Will Make It TV platform. Okay? I'm back to try to record my reaction and commentary to this new introduction of a new bill that might be, headed to communities, streets, states, right here in our nation, right? Because everybody talk about the government shutdown and stuff, but there were new bills and laws, you know what I'm saying, that have been proposed. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about it a little bit, especially surrounding hemp and THC. As people continue to kind of trickle in for our topic here, I'm going to pause it as I get something from my daughter, and I'll be right back. But yeah, I noticed when I recorded this the last time, the stream was acting kind of stupid. So I don't know if the last one I posted is showing as available for you guys to tune into yet, but I will repost this one because, like, you would think people have more to say about it, whether their opinions are right or wrong, right? It seemed like just as quick as everybody got excited about THC and hemp products being more legalized, it's like whatever been shown in between, it's being banned now. I just think it's interesting. But yeah, when you talk about like the gummies, because a lot of people might not know what the hemp products might consist of, but those are like still THC products, but more like edible or like oils and lotions and stuff like this, ointments even that help some people that have pain in their joints or muscle issues, right? Like medicinal products have come this far where you can literally purchase stuff like this over the counter these days. Gummies, and oh, they even have hemp and THC in drinks and stuff now. So I was like, wow, because they said come 2026, these are some of the products that will be banned. Now, the last time I did this topic, I had like an article open about it, and I scammed through it and kind of read it out loud for people who might not be aware of this new news. So I don't have the article in front of me today, but I do remember seeing it. Like the ban is about certain products like the gummies, the drinks, and the oils and stuff. And I just want to give my personal opinion. I actually think it's a good thing. When I read more about like the concerns or why they feel like this is necessary, because like it's just stupid. I guess more youth and minors were getting a hold of this stuff. And we know the only way they can do that is through adults, because most smoke shops, you do have to be, what, 21 and older, 18 and older to even come in there. So I think that's interesting in itself. How would like minors and kids get a hold of such products? The same question people have been asking for generations, even when it comes to like weapons, just other things that a minor shouldn't even have till they're over the age of 18, right? Registered weapons. There's no way a minor can go and register a weapon in their own name and stuff like this. It's just my commentary and reaction to it. Some of this stuff been going on too long anyway, especially when news stories show that kids was coming to school with weapons and drugs and vapes and stuff. Something has to be done. So it's actually kind of refreshing to see the country walk more into the direction of at least attempting to try to make the streets a little safer by banning some of these products. But I think they should ban certain social medias. Like, we got a long way to go. We got a real long way to go. Because freedom seemed cool until that same freedom is like sabotaging and jeopardizing the lives of families and their livelihoods. You know what I mean? Most of these things that are regulations and mandates and bills and stuff were to protect the legal rights of adults. But this is just my opinion. And I hope we move towards the day where we see more, even just rights for kids. Because depending on what state you're in, it's not really until they are a certain age that they even have a right, you know what I'm saying, where they can exercise certain rights. You know, you can exercise your right anytime because we all have human rights. I'm actually one of those that agree with that. We all have human rights, but I just say there should be more rights pertaining to children because I don't know, man. This is crazy. But yeah, they say they're banning some of these products because they have noticed where they have been more of a threat to minors specifically. Even this past Halloween, they was like, we used to just have to check the candy for like, you've always been taught to check the candy during Halloween, but they were actually exposing how they have like candy bars and candy products that resemble actual candy brands. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, it's like hemp infused or THC infused candies and drinks and stuff. So that's just weird that people would even think like that to try to put that type of stuff in Halloween trick-or-treat bags. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all know me. I come here to share my expressions because this is what we do here, and we like to create safe spaces where people have a right to, speak their opinions and stuff and safely. I heard somebody say, these podcasters are gonna learn about talking about people's stories. But it's like before podcasting was even a big trending deal, people been out here sharing stories. Soon as a person get locked up or soon as an unfortunate, what do they mean? It's called the streets talk. And apparently they haven't stopped talking. And that's what gets me about stuff. You know what I'm saying? The streets talk about what they want to talk about. But then you still got whole unsolved mysteries and cases out here. Because then the streets want to be silent about what they want to. But this is just my insight and commentary about this. The streets having power, I don't know. It's just crazy because people like, yeah, the streets talk. And these podcasters and YouTubers are going to learn about sharing. To me, that's just like an attack. Like, I've never seen the world in such a censored state. You know what I mean? A nation so full of quote unquote freedom with so much sensory going on. You know? It's almost like at this point, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want people talking about it, it has to be mediatized, and that everybody has to be banned from talking about a certain thing. It shows why there's so many issues that still linger too, because that's what we describe it as. It's just certain topics out here that even in modern day times now, people don't want to talk about. And it's like, how will it ever get better, right? I'm just blessed to be here, blessed to be alive. No matter how unseen or unheard people want you to feel, you still feel seen. You feel felt, at least, for people to stay close enough to censor you. It's so stupid. To monitor every word you say. You know what I mean? It's just like, how is this a free place and equal rights for everybody when only certain levels of business can speak on certain affairs? But it does show how things got so much worse over time. You mean to tell me things are getting progressively worse, but more and more people are being silenced? Eventually, people are going to put two and two together. Because it just make you wonder what all could have changed and what all could have gotten better, who all could have got help and assistance a long time ago. You got people sitting on the fence censoring everything certain people say. Well, what does that tell you? They gotta be speaking some kind of truth. But anyways, my truth is I think this is a good move. Uh, you know, at first everybody thought it was a good move that THC, all this stuff was being legalized in more states. It opened up more jobs. It opened up the world of medicine a little bit more, where people feel like they had, you know what I'm saying, more control or more rights to, shop the way they want to when it comes to hemp and THC. But like I said, just as fast, these things are changing. Imagine giving everybody these rights and freedoms just for a small group of people to start abusing them, and then those rights and laws change for everybody. I don't know when people will wake up to that. It's getting old. Like the things they say they enjoy, they always find a loophole to make it some extra money, I guess, whatever they want to call it, and then it just mess up the whole freedom and right for everybody. It's really strange. I just wanted to hop on here and give my commentary and reaction to this topic for sure. Because I don't understand how, all these presidents come to the podium talking about it's a war on drugs and they want to stop drugs and drug crimes. Because let's be honest, a lot of crime have drugs as the influence on the other side of it. And that's just sad that it's the truth. It's like every criminal feel like they have to induce somebody with that just to it's easier, I guess, to influence and control people when they're under that, or when their drinks have been tainted, or their food, or their THC and hemp products. But I'm speaking on these two products specifically because they've been known, medically researched and known to help people with not just mental health, but also physical ailments they might be suffering from, bones, joints, muscles, to the point where some people have been prescribed, you know what I'm saying? They take their prescription to these drugstores. People just call them smoke shops, but when they're THC and hemp products, they're more than smoke shops. They're like medicinal stores, because people do get prescriptions to use hemp infused products. So I just wonder what this means for like patients who were depending on these things to help them through maybe mental health or physical ailments. And then I noticed that too, because if what you're prescribed is only in the hands of doctors and how they say your mental state is, what they say your health is, it really does matter whether you're telling the truth and stuff on documents about people's health, because they could have needed a prescription for hemp or THC, right? Especially when it comes to their mental health. Because that's another thing that's been proven. When it's actually pure, unlaced substance, how it actually might help people with anxieties, paranoias, especially people with sleep. Like I heard that they have certain like hemp and THC products that actually help people get better sleep. And I know that our country knows this. I think they're more concerned about like how it was being abused and used in the world of minors. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't see your younger generations more drugged up than the older generations. Like they don't even look right. Cause that's not something you can cover up. Drugs since the beginning of time have affected the psyches of people. That's why it always have a list of side effects, even on the TV commercials and ads and stuff. They show about some of these products. People forget that every drug has some kind of list of side effects, warnings that they give you that you know what I'm saying you can suffer from. There's not been one drug proven to be 100%. That's what I think is funny. 100% safe for somebody's health. That's what's crazy. Especially when they're man-made substances, like just medicines that were produced to like help people. Even those are not 100% safe. Like a lot of people say that pharmaceutical drugs was like the gateway drug. Like they had never done drugs in their life until they started taking some drug for their mental health, some drug for their bloodstream, stuff like that. And I thought it was a good topic to bring up really quick. Now, this is Mommy's Coffee. I love how they try to. Like it's still a tool. That's why I just think all drugs at this point should just be banned. You can't even trust the doctors no more, anybody no more. If you're going to ban THC and hemp, you need to ban all drugs. Because name one that's been proven 100%. I didn't say the word effective. The word safe. 100% safe. All they advise you to do is come back to the doctor if you have side effects so they can either decrease or increase the dosage or change your medicine altogether, you know. I swear they try to blame drugs for everything when it come to crime, but the real crime to me is that a lot of these substances are still on the shelves, legal for actual purchase. Like beer and alcohol. We was just sitting here talking about that. Like how many people are not here today just because somebody was drunk and out of their mind. They weren't under the proper influence. Like how many people have failed victims to crimes just because somebody was drunk. We're not talking about hemp, THC, any other drug yet. Just alcohol. Drunk drivers done killed many people. And they like, well, we changed the laws about it. Yeah, but see, there's still a side of people that's still gonna forever make money off of that long as beer is there. Because then you gotta make insurance policies and funeral arrangements just because somebody was driving drunk. It's crazy. Or, because a lot of people actually have jobs, work, live very productive lives. And I see it every Friday night. They still go to the store and have them a 40 case of beer because they had a long work week. They might want to go throw a party at home. Nobody says nothing to those people. But it's still a larger percentage of people who drink that do have their effects on society as well, right? Because just because a person don't know you, they'll say you shouldn't do this and that in front of your child because it influences them. And it's just forever crazy to me because you could be living the most perfect, up, top notch life you want to, and your child could still be influenced, witnessing somebody else they don't even know doing something. They seen somebody else drunk, and now they concerned about what beer and wine is. You see what I'm saying? They saw somebody else with it, and now they want one. They saw somebody else with a tight bathing suit on, now they want one. Like, I'm so tired of people trying to make it like influence only comes from within the household, when that's not even true. You got whole society outside every day and on the internet. And musicians have gotten by for a long time. A lot of musicians even rapping and singing about drugs and alcohol, like how cool it is. This is what you call influence. No matter what they ban out here for the rest of us, as long as you got money, you still gonna be able to do whatever you want to do. And they gonna say it's okay because you're successful. You're a millionaire. You can do whatever you want to do, you know? It's really crazy. Like, a lot of people are still have judgments and things to pass, for example, like about Krishan Rock, because of the state, I don't know, the health state that her baby is in. But if you ask me, it goes back to mental health at the end of the day. Everybody is quicker to call you crazy or disruptive or whatever, but see, before she was even pregnant with this baby, she had already had maybe had to miscarry or like aborted other babies. So maybe by the time she was actually pregnant with Junior, you don't know what mental state that person was in. And maybe mental health care should be like automatically advised or offered to, I'm going to say, brand new mothers. Maybe any mother. You know, a lot of people, if you ain't been pregnant, you don't know how these appointments and stuff go. That is a part of the doctor's job, like to kind of check on, you know, your living conditions and stuff like that at home, not just checking your physical health because you're pregnant. Their job is to check on, you know, do you have running water, electricity and stuff like that at home? Do you need help signing up for, you know, food assistance or anything like that? Because, of course, when you're pregnant, it's not just you. And I think they even have prescribed like hemp products and THC products to pregnant women. It just depends on what your medical condition is. It's too many doctors trying to tell people what's wrong with them. It's like, I thought the doctor worked where you come and tell them what is bothering you. And then they work for you. And they can suggest or advise a solution plan or something to help heal your health. But I saw that too. Like when you got doctors more trying to tell you what should go on paper, how is a person getting the right medical health care in the first place? You know? But yeah, girl, I'm just speaking some of my commentary, reaction, opinions out loud. Yes, our streams are for entertainment purposes, if you will, but you know, not everybody's entertained by your thoughts and opinions and commentaries. So our channel won't be for everybody, but this is You Will Make It TV. And I love to see success stories of people who have been rehabilitated and living positive, sober lives today. I love to see stories like that. Nobody likes to censor the people that say, hey, it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, heal yourself and get off of drugs and alcohol because I've did it. Let more of those people speak up. And just because a person does get off of it, it doesn't mean that they don't like relapse sometimes, or that they don't go through something so triggering that they actually turn back to it. And this has been scientifically proven. When people turn back to a drug or substance that they heal from, they usually end up, like every time they turn back to it, they end up abusing it a little worse. You see, that's the thing about addictions too. You know what I'm saying? And then that's another thing, guys. Like, since when has weed and THC and hemp been known to be addictive? Like, really think about it. It got to be something else going on with it if the stuff is suddenly addictive to people. Really, really think about that. Back in the 90s and stuff, you didn't hear about, you might have heard people addicted to dope and crack and cocaine and stuff that's actually addictive because it's man-made. I was really shocked to hear, like, oh yeah, people suddenly get addicted to weed. They can't stop smoking it. No, y'all got to be putting something else in it. So I have been paying attention to trending updates and stuff like this when it comes to weed, because that's just sneaky. Like, how many people have fallen victim to being, it's just crazy, like sabotaged in that way. Like somebody put something extra in your whole hemp drink or your whole, it's just crazy how like the sneaky influences, you know what I'm saying? Because influences have always been influences, but influences have gotten even sneakier and craftier to me due to advanced technology. People will forever feel like they can find a loophole when it comes to freedom. So to me, freedom is really an illusion. I believe freedom is real when it's been given to us by Christ or higher authority than this world. But really, How are you free? Because you feel like you can go buy a hemp product or some THC edibles and you don't know if somebody put something even more extra in it than that to make it more potent for you, right? Because you should be paying attention to the percentages of intake and stuff like this. Even alcohol labels are going to say drink responsibly or don't drink pregnant and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of more of these companies will be under fire soon too. Uh, because I mean they give these disclaimers, but what is it really doing to society? Like how is it really affecting families and stuff? They just throw it on the people and say, well, it was your choice. You didn't have to drink it. No, people are not supposed to be making people's drinks and smoke products more potent or dangerous for them to begin with. But everybody thought it was cool to just throw drugs and alcohols out there to the street, to the people, to the masses. It's crazy. Thank you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to try to attempt to record this live again with my commentary and reaction to these new and upcoming changes. Once again, it was proposed in the new bill or something that these changes could be effectively taking place as soon as 2026. So, we want to stay informed and stuff like this too. But I was just wondering, as far as like medical patients and stuff that these products used to help, like what does that mean for them, or will they still be eligible just because they have a prescription? Because articles are already saying that like smoke shop industries are kind of concerned because like it's going to affect the workforce even more. It's going to affect the economy. People are going to lose jobs. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lose money, of course, if they can't sell the products at all. So it is interesting just to see how this all unfolds and affects society for the long run. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and share any of our content to show your support. Until next time.